Hey there, can you make music with just some water and a couple of jars? Let's find out. Today, on Ray's Musical Moments, we're doing just that. Taking a bit of water and just a few empty jars, we're gonna make some music. Let's dive right in. So for today, you are going to need a couple of jars of varying sizes. You're also going to need either a bottle of water or a jug, doesn't matter how you put it in, but I've chosen this because I can also use this, how we're going to be using one of the jars today. And you will need something metal, and I've chosen a kitchen spoon so that you can ding each of the jars. So first up, we are going to organize our jars in size. So starting from biggest, we're going to put on our right, and then we're going to have smallest finishing at the left, like so. Should sound something like this. Couple of different pitches there, but once we add the water, depending on how much we put in each of the jars, will affect the pitch, the sound of each jar. So, next we're going to take our water, and we are going to pour some into each of our jars, starting from the least on our right to the most on our left. And there you have it. Let's see what they sound like now. So now that we have our different jars with all the water makes the jars resonate more because the sound travels through the water and amplifies it. So now we're going to organize our jars in terms of pitch. So one of these two, this one, is the lowest. So we're going to move that one to our right. And these two, yeah. So we have low, low. I'm going to switch those two. I'll do a time skip now so that you can see what it sounds like once I've finished sorting them. Cool. So we're back, and I have organized all my jars in terms of pitch with the lowest on my right and the highest on my left, sounding like this. So what we've made is our own little glass xylophone, which means now we can try to play some tunes. Like so. Give it a go. Now, of course, you all need to make sure at home that when you are hitting any of your jars with your spoon or whatever metal implement you've chosen, you're only doing it gently, because of course, we don't want to break any of our jars. So now we're going to try shifting the water around and see what other notes we can get. So here I've taken out some of the jars because a few of mine didn't ring very well. Now we're going to try with fewer jars, which can be interesting, different combinations for songs, and I've got 3 jars that ring out really nicely, and my bottle that does like a much deeper note because it's much bigger. So let's have a go. Let's see what that sounds like. Yeah, the bottle isn't as good, is it? But these three sound really nice because we have a really nice resonance, which is when the note rings out and you can really hear it. If you listen to this one, it's got a very short sound, whereas these ones have a really nice resonant sound that rings out. So if you find some jars ring out better than others, then use those jars. See, these ones have a really short sound, even when you add some water to them. In fact, that even got shorter. So feel free to play around with your jars, any spare jars you've got at home. Ask mum and dad maybe to check in the recycling. Make sure, of course, you're being gentle when you're hitting them. You can create as many jars as you want or have. You can also go for really few, like I've done with these three. There are lots of tunes out there that have only got a few notes. So if you've only got a couple of jars, you can still play a couple of songs. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Ray's Musical Moment. I hope to see you in the next episode. That is all from me. Stay home, stay safe.